Real quick, check out the podcast merch. We got the classic tee with the OG logo here. If you want something a little more hot, we got the purple tie-dye here. And my personal favorite, we have the multi-purpose coffee mug, black with the OG white logo. Links in the description and comments below. I am officially on Cameo, so hit me up on there. And now to the heaviest podcast of all time.
I'm not even gonna attempt that. But yeah, dude, like it's like I was talking with Phil from Whitechapel because that's a band that's huge for me too, and I was like, yo, man, like I love the direction you guys are going.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, why would I want to continue to do the same thing forever?
Over and over.
And over. And I'm like, yo, bro, I 100% agree.
And I promise you, those people who are complaining would complain even if they got the same thing.
Yeah, because it would be the same thing.
They would be like, man, this is the same thing
It's
they just put out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They just want to have a problem with it.
I don't get it.
Like, I don't either, dude. I really, it's
And
so hard to wrap my mind around that mindset, to be real.
Dude, it's like music is supposed to be expression, art, everything. So why are you going to try to pigeonhole anything in it? There should be no boundaries.
That's their form of self-expression, is just being a fucking idiot. That's all I just think about. I'm like, you know what, bro? You're entitled to your opinion, and I fucking respect you.
It's like
whatever,
I
dude.
remember the hate I saw from when you guys had like Eddie or whatever. I'm like, why are you hating? Eddie's fucking amazing. Eddie's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Not to mention, he knew Mitch.
Yeah.
I feel like Mitch would have wanted Eddie to take over because, you know what I mean? I feel like that would have been the next logical thing for him. And Eddie kills it.
Yeah.
He does a great job. Not
So
only
good live, too, dude.
His
crazy.
The highs that Eddie does,
dude,
still to this day.
I can't
to
do
this
that.
day.
Yeah.
To this day, baffle me because I remember when we were toured together when he's in Ulster Paris, I was like, yo, can you teach me how to do those highs?
Dude, I still remember the first time I heard Wage Slave, dude, and I was just like, bro.
And then I remember seeing it when it was announced that you guys had him, and I was like, well, yeah, because I witnessed him practice with you guys. Remember we did all that practice together?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, bro, this guy's got it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't, not that he had the position, but I was like, he's going to be one of the best at the show.
He's the juice, dude.
He's going to be one of the best. And of course he was. And like, he's so talented and
I fucking love Eddie, dude.
yeah.
Great guy, man.
Bro, he came up to me and like what at that show or whatever, I was standing outside, I was talking to Scott from Carnifex or whatever, and I'm sitting Scarnifex.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, we gotta text him. Yo, Scarnifex.
I'm literally, God.
I love Scott. We did a tour with him. They're amazing.
I literally, I'm going on tour with them or whatever.
Oh, sick! You're gonna go on?
Yeah.
Oh, badass, bro.
It's not till Monday, but whatever. But yeah, dude. Like I was standing over there talking to Scott, and Eddie like walks out, and I low key like I see him, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I've been a fan of Eddie's for years, right? And he like kind of walks, he like makes eye contact with me, and he just starts walking to me. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on right now? And he's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, I'm Taylor. He goes, yeah, I already know who you are. And I was just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it was just like the weirdest like moment where I was just like, yo, what the fuck? And he was just so fucking nice, dude. I was like, this guy is just like mad cool. Like I still talk to him on Instagram or whatever, like pretty much like at least once a couple times a week already still. He'll like just like hit me up and we'll just like chat it up for a minute. He's just like the coolest dude fucking ever, bro. And I fucking respect that dude a lot, dude, for real.
He can do so many things too. Mm-hmm. Like he can sing. He can do like 80s hair metal singing. Have you heard him do that?
He's a legend, dude.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to do that. I can't even fucking do it. And he does it fucking around. Like he's insane. Yeah. He's such a good vocalist and he's such a good showman. Like on stage when you guys came to Vegas, I watched Chaos and Carnage. I was side stage. I was just like, dude, they're just like, they're owning this shit so well. Like, and Eddie was just so, he's captivating, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On stage, the way he interacts, the way he does everything. That's something I think a lot of us aspire to be on stage. You know, we
He's got the juice. There's like the vocalist juice, dude. Some people have it, some people don't.
Some people don't. You know, the crowd interaction, just the genuine, like,
it's the charismatic, like being able to like just like put on a show. You know what I mean? He has that like that little bone in his body that just gets fucking shit going.
But then you get these fucking assholes online. It's like, shut up, dude. Go back to your grandma's basement, Kevin. Shut up.
A fucking honestly, a core memory for the rest of my life will be me, Eddie, Mark, and B.O.B. taking shots of Crown fucking Peach on y'all's fucking bandwagon or whatever.
good,
That shit
man.
was so funny. I was just like, man, this is the weirdest like interaction that I think I was just like, I'm sitting here with like the guy who wrote Airplanes with Haley Williams that I've heard on the radio a million times.
Yeah.
And then also with somebody that I've looked up to, Mark and Eddie both, that I'm just sitting there, I've looked up to them for so long, and I'm just like sitting here on this like bandwagon, like out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck is going on right now? Weirdest like core. I'll probably never forget that moment for whatever reason. It's just like ingrained in my memory.
That's a great moment.
Yeah.
I think the fact that all of us, Garza included, we all have these moments where we fangirl over people,
Yeah.
right? Or
yeah.
or we're in awe. I think that's like a testament to like how we've kind of stayed grounded.
Yeah, bro.
You have to.
You
Yeah.
have to, dude. I you know, and I think that speaks volumes because like I feel like any of us would just talk to anybody at any given time. You know what I mean? Like I'll go out and at the line or whatever, I just talk to people. It's
Yeah,
fucking
I do
cool.
the same
feel
thing
like
after the
everybody
shows,
would-
bro. I'll go
Yes.
out and fucking hang out with people and shit. Sometimes it gets a little bit too much, but then like other
Yes.
times, like
Yes.
you know what I mean. Like I just have like my social meter is already just kind of like at
Yeah,
like a
100%,
lower
100%.
kind of time.
Social anxiety is a real
sometimes.
thing, dude.
Yeah,
I had to go to therapy for it.
Dude, especially
Yeah.
like sometimes like because like especially like in Atlanta, like I'll go to shows. We've gotten to a point now where like I'll go to like shows in Atlanta and like I'm not even playing and like people are like fucking trying to talk to me the whole time when I'm just trying to like hang out. You know what I mean? I haven't
Atlanta is crazy, dude.
Yeah, bro, and like so, and like it's just like even like after shows and stuff, like it's like I love fucking interacting with people, bro. Like just going out and like fucking like they're just telling me how like you know, oh yeah, dude, left suffer sick, whatever. And then other times I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna like hang out in the back for a little bit, then I'll come back out. And it's like sometimes I've done it in shifts where I'll like go out for like 30 minutes and then I'll get like kind of tired, go back, and then come back out.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's cool though. I love talking to people. It's just fun.
Same.
I
Yeah.
fucking love talking to people.
it's a
man.
trip that the stuff you do means so much to people, right?
Right, dude. That's the biggest
Yeah.
thing where you're just like you have like the realization, you're like, holy fuck, you like actually listen to me. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just such a weird thing to even comprehend,
Or you meet people who have tattoos of your stuff.
bro. That's
Isn't that
weird.
insane?
That shit is crazy, dude.
I've met people who had my albums as a sleeve.
I'm pretty sure I saw
Wow.
someone with the Suicide Silence full chest piece one time.
Yeah.
It was like the entirety
The logo.
of this man's chest or a back piece or some shit that I saw, and I was just like, wow,
nuts.
that's dedication, bro.
Oh,
That's
dude,
crazy.
It's nuts, man. Like
That shit's nuts for sure.
we had a person as soon as that song "Bathe in the Flame" came out, they got a "Bathe in the Flame" tattoo.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
We got a lot of people get this thing tattooed on them. They're fucking
thing's sick
from
as
the from our like first EP or whatever, or second EP or whatever. A lot of people got that snake tattooed on them. It was crazy.
It's just a trip, bro. It's like you have such a powerful position. You know what I
You're
mean?
an influencer, dude. You influence and you inspire people through music, which is such a cool position to be in.
Yeah.
It's very lucky. I mean,
Very lucky.
it's not luck to be where you're at because you like work your ass off. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows that you can't just like fall into the position and just you know what I mean?
You're
like
fortunate.
fortunate
have
for
this.
sure, yeah. But yeah, it's just very blessed to be where you're at, I guess. I don't really believe in God or anything, but
Boy.
I don't believe in any of that
I
shit,
think
to
I'm
be honest with you. But
I'm pretty outspoken about that.
I mean, I am too. Like,
Yeah.
literally,
bro.
our most popular song is "Fuck Your God and
His
His Only Son." Like,
Oh, my
literally,
God.
dude, you're gonna hear it, dude. Everyone live, bro, every time.
you
It's
remember
literally- yeah,
we played 6 blocks away from each other
Yep.
at 2 tours.
Yeah.
And I ran.
Yep.
I
And you
ran
caught
from the
the
venue.
very end
And I
of
caught the very ending of DNR. And I'm like,
Yeah.
son of a bitch. And then I see you playing all this other stuff. And I'm like, yo, that show was crazy. Everybody sang everything.
dude, it's fucked, bro.
Wow.
So many people know our lyrics. It's
I'm so
weird.
excited to watch.
Dude, it's gonna be so fun.
Same, dude.
Yeah, these shows are gonna be so.
You coming out?
Yeah.
Sick.
I'll be there.
Hell yes.
Sick.
Good.
Hell yeah.
I'll be in the back being old.
That's fine.
Yo,
dude.
my parents are gonna come too, and I'm
Really?
like,
Wow.
Yeah, my mom has never seen me play live.
What?
So when my mom was pregnant with my little brother, it was when that white shit was on TV, right? Remember
Yeah.
those commercials?
Yeah.
For some reason, she equated that to me and my vocals, right? And she remembers the morning sickness from that. So every time she hears my voice, she says it makes her nauseous.
Oh,
Oh my god.
And she's hella claustrophobic. And I'm like, Mom, you want to come to Chain Reaction? Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you're gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
like.
it's gonna be.
Yo, my dad came to Chain once when I was back in Suffocate, and like he stayed for us, and he's all cool. He shows up on his Harley like a badass, right?
That's sick.
And then he's like, yeah, that was an interesting show. He dug it, but I think the people pitting is what got him. He's like, that's kind of interesting.
Oh, well, there's gonna be
Yeah.
plenty of that.
Dancing. Yeah.
Should be plenty of
That's what I
that.
told him. I was like, this is gonna be a violent show, right?
Oh,
like,
bro, dude, all of the bands on this bill are just like mosh-inducing bands. That's all it is.
Mosh-inducing, yeah.
Yeah.
MI.
Yeah, MI. Yeah, they're all MI bands.
Yeah, they're all from the MI scene, dude.
Oh my god,
Let's go.
That's gonna confuse people.
we gotta put that on a fucking T-shirt or sticker.
Dude. Straight up, MI, dude.
Mosh-inducing.
core.
Mosh-inducing.
Mosh-inducing.
MI core for sure.
A.
Oh my goodness, dude. You guys are doing what I wish we had back in our day. Because it wasn't like the bands weren't working together, we weren't talking, we weren't hanging out.
Right.
You guys are doing what I wish I had back then, dude. It was fuck, dude.
Well, Garza, you're still
in it, bro. We're still hanging
Thank you.
out now.
I know,
You know what I mean?
dude.
Yeah.
It's a fucking cool thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Facts.
realizing that too because I'm from your era, right?
Yeah.
And we're still here. We're still doing this. There's still opportunities. There's still time to do
Still
it.
thriving too.
Still
as far as
thriving,
I'm
bro.
concerned, you guys are still
thriving.
crushing, bro.
You guys
I
put
don't
out a
give
new
fuck.
record, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
done.
I
It's
can't
done
wait for
already.
that shit. It's done. Sick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to get. Need to get a little listen on that. You know. What I
Oh,
mean?
sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Yeah.
I need that.
Yeah, sure. No problem. It's done. We'll probably drop a single probably mid August.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
And we'll
sick.
do the single once every
Yes.
month. I probably shouldn't have said that, but yeah, every
Oh, you
month.
can edit it out in post.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll make it louder.
We are dropping a single.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, dropping a record probably late January, mid February,
Sick.
which we dropped our last record on Valentine's Day, mid February 2012.
I remember that. I worked
Yeah,
out to
wow.
that album.
2020. I'm sorry, and it's crazy.
I was in the gym when you guys dropped that, and I listened to it and worked out to that album.
Oh, the best,
It
dude.
was sick.
That's boss.
It was sick.
I was telling you guys earlier, and I mean it. Like, some days you just wake up, you're just fucking tired.
Oh,
Like,
bro.
it's like, I cannot wake up, and you literally drag your fucking corpse to the gym. I was like,
Yup.
I needed, and I put on you guys, and then I put on you guys. I was like, okay.
Sick.
Here we go. Okay. You guys fucking gave me like
We
a
lift enough.
45 minutes of like something. Because I
Fuck
was
yes.
dead, dude. I was dead. Today I woke up, I'm like, my eyes are fucking, it's red. I'm like, I want to go back to bed. I don't want to do anything. And I told you guys on text, I didn't know, like this is a new feeling for me and experience today with this podcast. Like I didn't really realize I need it. Like I needed
Therapy, man. Sometimes people,
it's weird.
Yeah.
You guys gave me like this boost of energy. I had something to like look forward to, and keep me on it, keep me focused. Like a friendship. I was like, damn, like I needed this.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Sometimes you just need to hang out with the boys, man. You know what I mean?
True, man.
Yo,
Fucking
therapy-
vibe
Holy
out with the
shit.
dog.
Therapy comes in all forms, man.
Bro, dead
it's
ass.
crazy.
I'm about to get on stage and fucking release some demons tonight, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that, dude. Live, I swear to
Yeah,
God,
it's
I don't
pretty
even
sick,
remember being on stage half the time, dude.
Wow.
Yo,
It's just, I straight up
Yeah.
release demons on stage sometimes, dude.
I don't remember El Paso, so
Yeah.
I passed out on stage.
Oh, man.
Did you?
You didn't see that
there's
video?
a video of him,
No.
like, fucking falling.
So I was on the riser.
Crazy.
Right? The other bands were nice enough to let us use their risers because like some of the stage spaces were a little.
Yeah.
So it would just be the drums and it would be the riser. So I just hang out on the riser the whole time. I had heat exhaustion. I was dehydrated. All this shit, and I literally in the video, my family got really mad at me for this because I didn't tell them. They just saw the video. I literally just fall backwards. I'm holding out a long high, and I fall backwards into the drum on the video. Like you couldn't have
Dude.
even choreograph this.
It was like an oak tree, dude.
My goodness.
I
and-
respect
and-
the fuck out of him, though, because he fucking ended up getting back up.
Dude. So I don't remember any of this, right? So I guess I fell over 3 times trying to get up and trying to get through it, even though I was unconscious essentially. I would gain consciousness and then become unconscious again or whatever. And Ding, my bass player, tried to pick me back up, but he I'm a bigger dude, so he was having a hard time. And everybody kept trying to pick me up. And I guess I think it was 3 times. And even when I was laying down on the ground, I woke up and then was back out. So they had to like help me off
Dude,
stage.
so
Paramedics
wild.
came. Ken Susie fucking to the rescue, put an ice pack on the back of my neck, and it was crazy. And yeah, we only got to play a couple songs, but at the end of it, when they helped me back up, I got on the mic and I apologized to the crowd because I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, you got to hear 2 songs, 1 song, 2 songs, or whatever. And everybody like clapped or whatever. But like, bro, like, I don't remember anything other than I've seen in the videos.
Well, I would imagine,
crazy.
dude.
I felt all bad too. I was like, ah, shit, Levi, our drummer Levi. I'm like, did I wreck your drums room? He's like, fuck my drums. Are you okay?
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like that's like my like nightmare is like passing out on stage and like you just, I mean, fucking persevered through it. So
I have never done that before.
Crazy.
And I kind of remember, so like I don't remember most of it, but I remember bits and pieces. And from what I do remember, I remember thinking like, as I'm trying to stumble to get up, I remember thinking, is this real or am I dreaming? Am I actually here?
Oh, dude, the lack of oxygen, dude. Yeah,
and I remember thinking,
fucked.
yeah, I didn't know where I was. It was weird, and that's all I remember.
Yeah.
That's all I remember. And then like my wife, oh man, bless her. My manager calls my wife and tells her and freaks her the fuck out, but she has my kids, so she has to like remain calm.
Yeah.
Right? And then Tim's wife calls her as well and is like telling her everything, and I finally get on the phone with her or whatever. She made the band and my manager and everybody swear that they would not let me drive for a while because of it, because I do the night drives.
Yeah.
And she made them swear that they would make sure that I was hydrated every day and that I did this and this. I was like, I had like nannies.
Yeah, that's sick though. I mean,
Because
wow.
it was pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully that never happens again because that's gnarly.
I hope not either because honestly, I watched the video and I was like, fuck, bro, that was brutal. Like,
my wife told me, my parents, my sister, they were all mad at me because I didn't tell them. They had to see the video that because I reposted it on
I know, that's when
wow.
I saw it. It was when you reposted it and I was like, holy shit.
I thought it was, I'm bad for this, they get mad because I thought it was kind of funny. Like the way I fell back, I was like, whoa.
It was the way that you fell is what made it kind of, it was just
funny.
kind of like,
Right?
like
But like
into
they
the
got all
drum.
mad. I guess my sister like started crying when she saw it and all this shit because I have like a history of gnarly concussions. I had like 12 in a year once.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
Oh, bro, I played football. I feel you. I'm like,
bro,
half
we got
concussed
CTE, bro.
to
I'm
the
telling
re-
you,
to
we're
the
gonna,
rest of my life,
yes.
dude. Yeah.
And they were all serious concussions.
Yep.
Because I guess you have serious and not serious. Mine were all
Yeah.
serious. I'm sure yours
Straight
were
up.
too.
Mm-hmm.
And like my family's all like mad I posted it and shit. you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Just
sorry.
like, fuck.
I thought it was funny. My bad.
I mean, I didn't get a concussion, so like, why are you mad?
Yeah. Have you ever felt like that on stage where it's so hot that you're just like, whoa, I got to take a minute?
Shit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hot venues suck. Like playing in like fucking just like a. Oh my god! Because we played in
dungeon
Arizona. When we
Yeah.
played in Arizona or whatever, like there's like this little like basement venue or whatever. I can't. It's the Nile or whatever. And underneath that basement of the Nile, like the walls get wet from how like gross and humid it gets down there.
Yeah.
There's been like at least 12 times I felt like I was gonna pass out. Like where I'm just like holding out a low and I'm just like, oh shit, like I'm lightheaded, like holy crap, like I'm fucking like struggling for a minute.
Yep. That's why when we were on tour with Ben from Shadow, I'm just like, how do you do that, dude?
Oh, dude, his breath control's fucked. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I tried to pick his brain about it, and he's just like, I just kill myself every night up on stage,
Dude,
just
yeah.
trying to do it. I'm like, oh, you fucking crazy. So the show that I passed out, he hopped off a stage in the backstage, not the back, like the little loading area or whatever behind everything, dropped to the floor, didn't pass out, but dropped to the floor and was like, it was crazy. That's how hot it was in that venue.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy.
And he came up to me, he's like, that almost happened to me too, man.
That's sketch, dude.
Wow.
Just like,
That's
Jesus
scary.
Christ, man.
Hot.
You hold
times.
these, like people listening. We
We be putting our damn bodies on the line.
we bleed for this
Yeah,
shit.
for
We
sure.
we
Oh,
pass
yeah.
out for this shit just to hold it. So
Oh yeah,
so
dude.
if you come out to
Totally.
the shows, please buy some merch.
Oh, yeah, man.
And buy us water.
Buy us water.
Cold water.
Oh, that's the worst, man. When the venue doesn't have water for you.
Dude,
What?
we played So What Fest or whatever, and like it was a great time. We had a good time and everything, but they ran out of stage water at a
yeah.
festival.
Dude, I hate that. What the
And I
hell?
was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Like, it was after we played, thank God. So, like, the last whole day of the festival, there was no stage water at all. And I was
my
like,
goodness.
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
So
shit
wild.
sucked.
Water.
At, like, an outdoor, like, it's like 98 degrees outside and humid.
Man.
No stage water.
Jesus.
There's a lot of shit that happened behind the scenes with that festival that all the bands weren't happy with, and no one talked about it. It was like,
Yeah.
we did the same thing. We posted the pictures and like,
Yeah.
oh, great festival,
It
great
was a
show.
good time, but like there was just
Oh my
there was
goodness,
definitely
dude.
minute things that were like,
Holy shit! No one taught. Oh my god!
Like the management of it.
Yeah,
all.
it was like Jesus.
Yeah.
And no one knew what was going on. Yeah, you got.
I forgot. Yeah, y'all played. That's right. Yeah. Fuck, dude, that shit was.
I saw the videos. It looked really cool.
I mean, it was cool.
It was really
yeah,
cool.
It was fun. I had a good time.
But yeah, that happens a lot of times when you got so many bands and a festival and so many things like just out of like all over the place. Like I played festivals in like Germany, where like it was just a shit show. Like everything's running late.
Bad festivals are scary,
yes,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like I can't imagine that at a big. Because like that one we played in, or some of the ones I played in Germany, they weren't massive, but like the massive ones and shit going south, like what the that must be shitty, dude. Like,
Right.
That must be real
for
bad.
sure.
Yeah, there's so many like small things you got to worry about. I always think about like whenever I approach like a big massive festival, I always think, man, just like paying attention to like where are people gonna shit and piss, like
straight up.
Little something like those little things that we don't think of, we just show
It's
up.
such a real thing, though.
Like, dude, man, you gotta know like.
Because what? Like you're gonna have 4 porta potties for an entire festival? Like, dude,
oh my
you're
God.
10,000
fucked.
people.
You're
Oh
fucked
my-
by day 2.
You know what I don't understand and what really gets me? You go to these venues, and the bathrooms in the venues are shit. First of all, they're awful, right? And none of the stalls have locks on them at all.
Oh my god!
Oh my
That is
goodness.
the worst,
What?
dude.
Okay, come on, people.
I hate that shit.
Maintain your bathrooms. Come on.
At least put like one of those little
One
like
thing.
installable
Yes.
dangly fucking hook
Yes,
ones, or
dude.
something where you don't just have to like kind of place it close and then hope to God nobody just like flies the door open.
Dude, I
on you.
played
Yes, mystery.
I played this one venue, right? And I don't remember where it was at now because it's all like a blur, right? There was no walls. There was like a mini wall. Actually, it was like a mini wall,
Yeah,
like between each toilet, and there was no doors.
dude, there was.
So you're literally like, what's that, buddy?
There was one
Shitting.
green room that we played that Mouth for Ward that when we were on the Body Snatchers Ward took a picture of, and it was literally like 2 toilets right next to each other that like had no.
So good.
Yeah.
It was like the buddy poop. You know what I mean? Like, you go
Hold hands
in
and
and
shit.
yeah, you're just
Well,
like, yo,
dude.
dude, your shit going all right? Like, cool.
That's like in
So funny.
Italy.
Wipe each other.
Yo, scoot forward a little bit.
Come on, we're fucking on tour together.
Yeah, bro, we're brothers right now.
In Italy, when I was in Italy, this one place we played out in the country, I forget where now, but like they had holes in the ground that you poop in, and next to the holes there's little cutouts for your feet to go in.
Yep.
And
Lock
there's
in,
nothing
bro.
separating anybody, and you're just sitting there squatting, hoping you don't shit on your pants.
Oh yeah. It's always the worry.
You're like, what the fuck is this? This is what they have?
This is like
What?
straight up like 18th century shitting.
It's so
Here's a hole in the
weird.
ground, and then we burn it at the end of the week.
But that's like the thing over there, man. You
Yeah.
always poop into a hole in the ground, man. What?
and then what? Like, what the fuck?
Where does
What
it
do you-
go?
What do you do with this shit?
Well, speaking of shitting, I'm really curious on you guys' take on this. Where do you see the music industry and the deathcore scene going in the next 5 years?
I'll let you start that one.
I will say, due to COVID and the lockdown and shutdown, everybody's just touring right now, right?
Yes.
Which is good and bad, I think, because I think it's as true today as it was when I did it back in the day. I mean, Suffokate toured. I think I was home a matter of months in the 4 or 5 years I was with that band. So I do worry a little bit because I think the market might get oversaturated from people constantly going to the same cities.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the need and the hunger and the thirst for live music and deathcore especially is huge. So I think it could go one of two ways. You know what I mean? I'm hopeful that it keeps going up, right? And I'm leaning more towards that. But there is that fear in the back of my head that we might overdo it and it might need a break for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think that'll happen, but it's a worry.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I genuinely think that deathcore is going to get some sort of mainstream moment at some point in the next 5 years where it's going to, because like I feel like it's on the precipice right now, right? Like it's like there's like obviously mainstream pop and everything's way up here, right? But like I don't think that deathcore is like super far off from that as of right now, just solely because I mean, like we said, there are bands that are literally top 200 Billboard charting right now.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Multiple bands, you know what I mean, that are just like dude, Lorna Shore is like one of the heaviest bands I think I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just ridiculous. And they're Billboard, like, literally charting, like, with pop musicians. You know what I mean? Crazy. So if they can do that, I don't see why other bands can't follow suit and get the same kind of thing, because there is that door that's already open. You know what I mean? There are those people that are listening to that band. So with that, I think that, to build on what you were saying, I do think that a lot of bands are touring right now. But I also think that people are so hungry for shows after that 2 years of having nothing to do is going to help fuel that, and then push it to like, maybe not, I mean, maybe mainstream, you know what I mean? Like, my optimism is like, cool, yeah, maybe it'll get to the point where, like, fucking there's like a deathcore radio station on the fucking radio. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, there's like, that's a possibility, just because of, like, you know, as these deathcore bands get progressively bigger, and like seeing more and more Billboard charting bands of like heavier genre, like, that audience just keeps growing.
Yes.
So those new people are going to start buying tickets to see those tours. So if you're touring more, there's going to be new people still spilling into these tours. So I don't think it's going to get so oversaturated.
That's
just
a good
because
point.
because the audience sizes are growing at such a rapid rate right now.
Yeah.
That you're just going to keep continuously touring, and new people are going to keep coming. And maybe some people might get like stalled out on it, be like, oh, I've seen that band 3 times in the past 2 years, but like 20 other people haven't seen it. It's going to fill that spot. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah, I actually, I'll probably recant because I didn't think about it that way. And I think I'm noticing too, a lot of these movies now and a lot of these shows are having a lot of band merchandise in them, stickers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I saw you guys in a movie, actually. I forget what movie it was now, but there's a sticker.
Poster or something?
There was a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a poster on the wall. And Netflix just put out that Metal Lords movie.
Oh, yeah.
So I agree with you, actually. I think about it. It might, it might. That's a good point. I didn't think about it from that perspective.
I just like, I don't know. I like to think about things like, I mean, it's like, I feel like that's a logical way of thinking, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, I really believe in manifestation, you know what I mean? Like, if you manifest what you fucking want, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's possible to make anything happen, you know what I mean?
What do you think it's going to take to maybe take it to that next level?
I think there's bands who are doing something different, you know what I mean? That are going to pander to bigger audiences, you know what I mean? Because maybe some people don't really like the super all the time, you know what I mean? But then there's bands like, you know, of Sulfur and us, and like, you know, other bands as well that are just like, they're incorporating all of these different genres into deathcore. And it's heavy music. There's a lot of bands that I don't even consider deathcore that are deathcore bands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That are just like splicing so many different things together that are making it more accessible to such a wider audience, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's really what it is. It's just like incorporating hip hop and pop and, you know what I mean? Like things that are mainstream into the thing. So it's going to pander to them just as much as it is going to pander to the deathcore kids, where all of that, both of those people, like groups of people, are going to come to the shows and stuff and buy merch or whatever the fuck, you know.
Wow.
The hip hop thing that's a really valid point, because all these hip hop artists now are kind of taking a lot of the imagery and the lyrical content.
I just live in Atlanta, dude.
And
you know what I mean? Like, I'm surrounded by that shit, dude.
That guy,
Wow.
Ghostmane.
Yeah.
So
Right?
sick.
Yeah.
Ghostmane is like black
City Morgue.
metal as fuck. And he
Yeah.
takes hardcore bands on tour with him, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I saw him
Right?
with Vane one time.
There you go.
Wow.
Fucking
Yeah,
Ed.
it's crazy.
I just heard Vane.
It's so
Ed
sick.
showed me Vane.
So sick.
Holy shit.
They're so sick.
Holy shit. Right? But I think hip hop is actually, same question, but I think hip hop is pushing it, actually, now that I think about it. Hip hop is drawing more light onto deathcore and heavier music because they're incorporating it in it. You know?
There's like groups that are coming out or whatever. Like, there's this group, City Morgue, that's getting huge right now.
You got to show me them.
That's literally like, they have hardcore or deathcore riffs over like 808 beats that are like, dude, they're selling out like 3,000 cap rooms right now.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
No
and like,
shit.
and they've only been around for like 3 years.
Oh shit.
You know, and like, that's just like, that's what I'm saying is like, that's why I feel so strong, I guess, kind of strongly about us having like the opportunity to really like push through into a way wider market, because there's people who are already doing that.
Wow.
That
Holy
just like people,
shit.
because a lot of people aren't looking at it. They're looking at the bands, right? Like, because we're like in our bubble and people are like, yo, look at these deathcore bands and like, look what they're doing. But like, also look what the people who are taking influence from deathcore are doing. You know what I mean? Like City Morgue and Ghostmane and all of these like different like trap metal or trap artists or whatever that are doing that.
Yeah.
There's the same thing where you can take influence from that sound or whatever and like incorporate it into deathcore and just like pander to both audiences. And I think that, dude, that crossover is so easy. Like that, like those worlds will at some point come together where like that's where this, I feel like where like those scene kids or whatever, that's where they are right now.
Yeah, dude.
They're at the Puya, the like the Suicide Boys, the Puya and Fat Nick and City Morgue and Ghostmane. They're at those shows. Like I've been, like I used to work at the Masquerade in Atlanta, and I used to like work these shows. Yeah, and I would see all of these like kids who would come to these shows that are literally like metalhead kids that are just at these shows because like they've just attached to this like certain sound or whatever. But I feel like that sound is so like over encompassing with metal that it's like it's gonna be just like it's gonna take one or a couple bands to figure out the bridge, you know what I mean? And then it's just gonna be like it's gonna be heavy music, you know what I mean? I don't think I think subgenres are getting so niche at this point where people are trying to put all of these bands into different boxes. They're like, oh, this is a deathcore band. Oh, this is a melodic deathcore, fucking some symphonic slam, fucking whatever band. You know what I mean? And it's like it's just
nap, man.
Right, dude. Like there's like I feel like it's just getting to a point where music is just getting heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it be heavier, you know, in whatever direction you want to fucking say it is, but I just feel like it's like
real.
Yeah, I think it's just all just getting to the point where it's just going to become like one big blanket, and it's just like all of these fans are going to be, it's going to be way bigger audiences for everybody.
Into everything. I've been trying, because I got a lot of friends that are into that stuff.
Yeah, dude.
I've been trying to find an artist that I can really like latch onto in that style. I haven't
That's
had
why
one
we
yet,
like on our EP release today, our third track, it's called Fixated. We have a trap metal guy who's like raps the hook on our track or whatever. His name's Kamiyata, and that's kind of just like I don't know. I've been very, I guess, like hooked into like that. What I just like pretty much brain spilled out over the past like 10 minutes of me talking.
Brain spill.
Brain spill, dude. Great.
Yeah.
Great. No brained.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag no brained.
Oh my god. I'm such a dumb. Yeah. Oh, it's in the calendar. Oh, duh. Yeah. No, it's very reminiscent of like when nu metal became a thing. Really, if you think about it, right? Remember
Korn and Ice Cube and whatever the fuck.
When they started mixing everything, and I mean that I think this is very reminiscent of that. Actually,
I do
think about that.
I really do think it's very similar.
You know, like or even back before that. I mean, like Anthrax did a song with fucking
Public Enemy.
Yeah, Public Enemy.
And then Aerosmith with Run DMC.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think that the history between hip hop and rock and metal or whatever you want to call it has been there.
Especially with how influenced
Yes.
hip hop is from metal right now.
Just the imagery.
Like it's like so much. It's crazy, dude. Like it's like the crossover is just so blatantly in your face. You know what I mean? And I feel like so many people just like aren't looking at it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's so weird.
I think it's because I mean, like back in the day, Bones has been doing this stuff.
Bones
right?
for sure.
Bones,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I'm dating myself once again, but like you know, but I think it's because more people are doing it now. And more people are not afraid to experiment, which is getting the masses to be okay with all these different new things.
Yeah.
Like I was having this conversation with Morgoth,
You have to
and
ease them into it.
he was just all about blending everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
have
is.
to.
And part
He
of me,
is.
I won't lie, part of me is like I was like, but I want to keep certain stuff niche to a degree because that's what that makes that.
Right.
But then he's like, yeah, but that's you're kind of just gonna, it's never gonna progress into anything else. And I'm like, that's a
Like,
good
do
point.
you care
That's a
about
good
those
point.
3,000 people that like that sound, or that 300,000 people that like the weird shit? You know what I mean? Like
This is
it's
true.
Just, yeah,
This
it's
is
super
true.
weird.
You know, and I mean, like music, like art imitates art and imitates life and imitates everything. So it's like it makes sense that different things are going to come into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can find a good artist in that style of music because I like to find somebody in everything.
Yeah.
That's in the country, dude. Like I won't lie, I love some country.
I mean, I like
Storytellers,
old country too, yeah.
best storytelling music ever,
Little Travis Tritt.
dude. I'm all about fucking anything Chris Stapleton touches or
That dude's voice is butter.
Yo, I have been trying to find someone similar to Chris Stapleton for years.
Really?
Cannot do it. Nobody sounds like him.
Dude, listen to I have a friend in Atlanta. His name's Teddy Swims. His name's
I know
Jayden.
all about Teddy Swims.
But Teddy's my boy, dude.
You know Teddy?
Yeah.
No shit.
Dude, Jayden literally grew up like in Conyers.
He
dude.
is amazing.
He's the best.
I
That's
sent
my
his.
boy,
I sent a
dude.
YouTube video of him years ago to my friend Callie in Minnesota.
It's my dog, bro.
And that's fucking. Tell him he's got a fan in a
Yeah,
heavy
I
band.
got you. Yeah,
Tell him right now.
did.
I watched.
literally
Got a fan.
Yo, if I show you my YouTube history from yesterday, I was watching his videos yesterday.
Yeah.
The guy's unbelievable. He's like the new revival of soul.
Dude,
Really?
he is soulful, bro.
Bro, like he is.
Who is it?
Teddy Swims.
Teddy Swims.
He does a cover of a Bonnie Raitt song.
I do my my phone booth stuff. I literally go to his studio and I track my
Makes
stuff.
sense.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. I hope he gets more and more and more and more exposure. That guy's so good.
Dude, he just played like the Tonight Show a couple weeks ago.
He played the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Good. Good. I don't know him personally, but I want that dude to succeed. He's amazing.
And this is country.
No, that's like soul and R&B.
Oh, soul.
He's literally
But I bet you can do everything.
He's kind of a pop artist, but he's like it's very very like gritty soul feeling. Like he has that like honey sounding
Dude,
voice. You know what I mean?
And then he can do like smooth.
Like that, you know what I mean? That like little grit that he has, like the rasp or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's dude, it's
He
so
does like vibrato a lot too.
He's so good.
Yeah,
bro.
dude. Like-
Listening to him track is crazy, dude. He literally sounds exactly like he does on the record when
Really?
he tracks.
There's a video of him singing with the piano in a hall in just like a regular room.
He's a beast, dude.
I forget the song. It's on my YouTube history.
Yeah.
But he's just carrying, and you're just like, yo, dude, he doesn't like. Or he's walking in New York and he's walking by the Lion King live on Broadway, and it's echoing in the halls of it.
He's a beast, dude.
And you're just like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, dude.
I'm a sucker for a good singing voice. I
Dude,
always have
yeah.
been.
They have pushed out of like the craziest thing too, because like they used to have this little like home studio thing where they all used to live at. And it was like 12 people or something like that. I can't remember. I might be wrong on that number, but it was a high amount of people, and they were all like sleeping on couches and stuff or whatever, just like recording music and like making the shit happen, bro. And it's like crazy how he like got so big because he used to do covers online.
Yep.
Yeah.
He would do a lot of like covers and just just has a great voice. You know
That
what I
Bonnie
mean?
Raitt cover, bro.
Yeah, bro. And he just like popped off on the internet, and now he's like, I'm pretty sure he's on a world tour right now.
I just found, so I was watching his videos yesterday, and I found this guy from him who apparently has done stuff with another favorite artist of mine, an artist named Ritz. But this guy named Jelly
He's
Roll.
also from Atlanta. I know Jelly Roll, dude. We played.
That guy's amazing.
So my buddy Cody, who played.
You know that dude too?
Yeah, Cody Ash, dude. Yeah. So Cody used to play in Sylar. He played drums for Sylar, and he plays drums for Cody is I love Cody, but
His voice is ridiculous. His lyrics
dude. Yeah,
are
Crazy,
unbelievable.
bro. Crazy.
And that's like you were saying earlier, heavy music is huge now in every form of heavy.
It's so wild.
Heavy
Yeah.
lyrical content,
Yes.
heavy music, heavy sound, everything. Like there's this rapper I really like named NF.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Everything he writes is all about like therapy and personal growth and dark times and like it's gnarly stuff, you know? And music has definitely moved to not being afraid to be heavy in every essence and every way.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that stuff does better. I mean, look at all the
Way more emotive for
what would
sure.
you call it? Like emo rap, I guess that's what they call it. Like Peep and all those
Peep and
that
shit,
style
yeah.
or whatever.
Juice WRLD.
Yeah, Juice WRLD. And that XX.
XXX and Tazzion.
I feel like all of that music is very, very dark lyrically.
Well, yeah,
very
all
into
of
that.
them. Well, I mean, dude, I was really kind of like a
haven't explored
fan.
it too
I was
much.
a fan of that genre for a minute, especially during like the Juice WRLD and like whenever Peep was kind of alive. I was like more into like X and Juice, and both of them grew up listening to like 3 Days Grace and fucking all of these like bands or whatever that obviously we all listened to whenever we were younger and stuff. And it was just like, I don't know, it's just like crazy how like influential I guess like rock has just become in like the like greater scheme of like mainstream music. It's just fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, they try to say rock is dead. I don't think rock is dead.
Rock is not dead.
Rock is
I'm
not dead.
sorry about it.
Not at
dude.
all.
I feel like rock is a revival right now for
Look at-
sure. Like
Yeah.
full blown revival.
And like he's a controversial guy, right? I'll give it to him. But look at Ronnie Radke.
I literally was just about to say that. Look
I-
at
you know
Ronnie
what,
Radke,
dude?
dude.
Like I you know, feel whatever you want to about him. I watched this video the other day where the guy was talking about him. Ronnie encompasses everything that's a rock star.
He's
you
a
never
fucking-
know what he's gonna say.
Yep.
He's very, very
He's the nonchalant.
outspoken.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
But honestly, dude, like you cannot deny the dude's talent and the fact that he's pushed rock
oh yeah.
with how much he has. Dude, I mean,
He's literally had like the
his
last
last two
four,
singles, four
like
singles?
the last 4 singles have hit #1 on Billboard.
Are you serious?
Crazy.
first, second, third. Like he's like
And he's like in the top 8 for like the top 8. He has like full like the last 3 singles are in the top 8 still on Billboard right now.
Yeah. And he beat him. He basically is just competing with himself now for a #1 spot in rock Billboard.
It's fucked, dude.
Dude, it's amazing. And like I know people like him, hate him, whatever. That's how that goes.
You can't deny that though. You
and
know
not to mention he's an innovator, dude. Like he was doing like the rapping in this style of heavier music
since
before anybody else.
2016.
I remember that.
Yo,
Yeah.
He had Coolio on a song.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yep.
Oh no, he had Coolio on the song.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think they covered.
They covered it, but they also did the remake of it with
Oh,
Coolio
yeah,
on it.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Like
remember
that
that.
guy. That guy's been doing literally like I said. I don't know him personally, so
He's
you know.
definitely been innovating. I will die on that hill as well.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. But rock is huge right now.
Yeah.
Rock is massive, and I think he's very, very much one of the reasons for that.
I mean, we were just talking about it. That fucking Falling into Verse tours at the amphitheater.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, and it's selling out. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of those things.
That's
like
so
those,
cool to see.
Like, that's just like I feel like that's a testament to itself, dude. That
is.
amount of people are gonna come and pay tickets to come see a rock show. That's not
Yes.
dead, bro.
Yo,
Sorry. Like,
I can't even lie, bro. Like back in the Suffokate days, right? Situations.
dude, situations
Bro.
are irrelevant.
It's
now.
funny. I
Dude,
showed
so
everybody
good.
in Suffokate that song.
Dude, Escape the Fate
And
was
at
my
first,
shit,
fuck yeah,
dude.
I showed everybody in Suffokate that stuff, and they were all like, "Yeah, fuck that." At first, of
course.
Then we'd be on tour, and I'd be playing it on the radio.
Dude, it's just a banger, dude.
Everybody in the van was singing it.
Dude, I'm saying.
I was like,
dude.
"I told you, I told you."
That fucking album.
His voice, man.
That album.
Voice.
That the situation with situations
Yeah,
on
the
and
girl on
everything,
the cover.
Too good for cliche or whatever the fuck it's called. And then the first Falling into Verse album when he got out of prison are god tier albums, and I will die on that hill. That is like there's 2 of the most influential like emo records ever, I feel like.
He just has
Really?
that voice, man.
So good,
He can,
bro.
and he rap.
So
he
good.
Came out of nowhere, fucking rapping. And I won't lie. At first, I was like, "Oh, what the."
I thought it was cringy, to be honest
Thank
with you.
you.
And it grew on me.
And then you
yeah.
listen to it, you're like, "All right, fuck that. This is great. This
Yep.
is great. I don't give a fuck. This
Yep.
is great." You know what I mean?
And he's busting breakdowns in the new ones that are just heavy as fuck too. And his new
Really?
stuff that are charting on Billboard, there's breakdowns at the end of those songs
Voices
that
in my
are
head,
heavy
bro.
as fuck, dude.
Bro, voices in my head,
telling
dude.
me
It's
that-
nuts.
yeah.
And then Zombify before that, I know he got some hate. It's whatever
That's
people want
just
to say about
because,
it.
yeah, that's just
the
because he was
lyrical
saying
stuff.
some fucking crazy shit about cancel culture.
But the
and
thing
then,
about
like,
it is it's genius. What he's doing is genius because you're always talking about him, whether it's positive or negative.
Yeah.
He's always
Yes.
in the news.
and
right?
he's like fucking on TikTok and Twitch. He's
Yo,
like one of the,
his
he's like
Twitch
top.
stream?
I think he's like top 5 Twitch streamers in the world right now.
Bro, I was watching one of his
shit.
reaction videos, and it was part of one of his Twitches.
Yeah,
Just like not like out of nowhere, he got 1,000 subs in a matter of a minute.
I
or
know.
two.
That's
1,000.
fucking wild.
1,000.
Wild.
So I mean, and my drummer too. We both are just like, yeah, fuck it. We like Falling in Reverse. The music is great.
It's good, dude.
It's great. I don't care if you like it or don't. Or
Whatever.
think it's lame if I like it or not. I think it's great. He's a really talented, really good
He's just
artist.
an undeniable talent.
He writes good
it is
songs,
what
man.
It is, dude. Yeah.
Just writes good songs.
Yeah,
you know?
people could love him or hate him, but something that you can't deny is the songs.
Success,
and
too.
he puts out the art. He puts out the art, and
Yep,
it's dope.
yep.
There it is. Yeah, you
Yep.
can't fucking hate that,
His
man.
lyrics are
dude.
really, dude. His lyrics, like if you go back and you read his lyrics, you're like, holy crap, man!
He's a
Like,
crafter. He's a crafter, dude.
It's amazing, and like with the last Suffocate record, like I wrote it all about killing myself because I was in that mode and I wanted to do it, and I attempted it a few times and
Yeah.
whatever, and all the songs are about that. And I went to therapy. I'm all good now, but yeah, I'm all good now. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm fine
I love
now.
that
Real
jail. He
quick.
was like, "Yeah, I'm good, real quick." No,
Okay,
no, no.
right, yeah. But dude, if you go back and you
Back to fun.
yeah, back to fun, right? But
That got dark and real.
fuck,
Sorry,
sorry.
just like straight up went
Yeah.
so fast.
But that's I think why I like his lyrics so much because
Yeah.
he's real as fuck
For
about
sure,
some stuff.
dude.
Same with your lyrics, man. You're
Yeah.
fucking real as shit.
Oh, I was about to say,
Yeah.
bro. I was like, I'm laughing, but like, I've 100% talked about fucking wanting to kill myself in our songs too, and I've,
Yeah.
been where you're at. You know what I mean?
100%. I'm not there anymore, bro. I'm not there
No,
anymore.
I feel you.
But
I
people
came
connect
out.
to
I
that,
came
though.
out too. Yeah, dude. It's like I feel like
Yeah.
just being vulnerable, bro. Just talking like
That's
like
what I
don't force lyrics and act like you're fucking depressed when you're not. You know what I mean? But like,
worry about that.
You know?
I do worry that some people do that.
right? No, 100% people 100% do that. They try to pander. You know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, a lot of people are like talking about how they have, mental health issues or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like with the people who actually have mental health issues, you can tell it. You know what I mean? Like whenever they put it in the music, it feels genuine. Yeah, like I feel like I can always kind of tell whenever things are forced, and you're like, I don't know about that one. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then other times, whenever you can feel fucking passion in music,
Yes.
bro. That is a
100%.
tangible thing you can feel,
Yeah.
especially with some bands. And like those are the ones that, you know, do good. You know what I mean? The ones that you can hook onto it and you feel the emotive power of the music and the lyrics, you know?
Do you ever, a question for you, since, you know, like me, I can't write about that shit anymore because it'll take me back there.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
Really?
No, I cannot. I still cannot write about it, so I have to write about other stuff.
Yeah.
Do you ever have that motive where you're like, fuck, I can't write about this stuff anymore because it's going to take me to that place? Because there's one song called Lost on the EP I put out that almost got me there.
I guess for me, dude, like I have like some pretty bad like night terror situations where I deal with all the time, so I'm kind of just taken back there anyways.
I see.
So like writing about it, I feel like kind of helps me, like because like I visit that spot, like
regularly
without me trying to.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like I get like I'll fall asleep and like I'm just like I can't help. You know what I mean? Like I can't, like, it's just like I can't do anything about it. So whenever like I'm writing about it, I feel like I'm getting it out of my head. That's where I feel like I'm trying to like pour it out so I can like not have it when I go to sleep. You know what I mean? That's really where like a lot of like the therapy comes from for music for me, is like when I'm writing, because like most of our stuff, well, the last 2 EPs I had locked myself in the studio, like a little home studio, and I did all of the vocals by myself. Like no one around. Like I had the SM7B and I was recording myself for the last 2
I've always wanted to
EPs.
do that. I think that makes it so much more genuine.
I was crying. I was fucking, dude. I was fucking. I was like fucking triple taking things because I wanted it to like hit the right way. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I feel like whenever you like are kind of alone with your emotions with yourself, sometimes it's a little bit therapeutic. I'm glad for this new stuff. We like went to an actual studio, and but I mean, even with our last stuff, I made everyone leave the room when I tracked vocals because I just like to be alone with myself. You know what I mean? I want to be able to like be emotionally vulnerable when I'm like delivering lyrics and not feel like people are looking at me. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's undressing yourself a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're kind of being like, yo, this is me, you know, for lack of better words, naked and afraid. You know what I mean? Like just like getting everything out there, and you're just kind of like, you know, I feel like sometimes whenever I'm tracking in front of people, I feel just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they're listening to me talk about things.
It makes
that,
you
know what I mean?
second-guess yourself.
Yeah, and I just want it to be, like I said, I'm a very free-flowing vibe human. Like, I believe in the vibe of a room. You know what I mean? You can walk in and feel that it's a bad vibe. You know what I mean? Or you can walk in and feel like, oh, this is a good vibe. You know what I mean? And I like to try to keep that vibe as, like, where I want it to be, you know? That's just, I'm a weird guy, bro.
No, it makes sense.
We're all weird, dude. It's all good.
It's just like,
That's what makes good music.
yeah, I'm a weird guy.
Yeah, I was curious because like I've contemplated trying to write into that shit again, and I just can't do it.
Yeah, dude.
Which really sucks because like the people that have come up to me, like those are the lyrics that mean a lot to them, and I'm like, fuck, I can't put myself in that place.
Dude,
again.
try doing it alone one time. You know what I mean? Try recording yourself.
I was hoping he was going to say, because I don't want to say it.
So I'm just saying, I know that it's like kind of a sketchy thing to think about.
Yeah,
because
I got family and kids and a wife and shit now.
But
so
like,
it's not just me.
if you ever get like a chance to go on like a fucking weekend vacation, take a little recording setup, bro, and just explore that for a minute. And like, if it fucks you up a little bit, dude, don't do it. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's therapeutic, bro. I mean, at least for me, it was. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get your best shit from like fucking.
It's like
being a little fucked up, you know what I mean?
The new stuff I'm writing right now, and the new album, I don't want to give too much away, but I'm writing about it's all faith based, it's all religion based because that's my shit, right? And I'm learned in that, and I study that. But I wrote a song about my nephew who passed away at 16.
Yeah.
Right. He had cancer. It's like a 1 in a million cancer. He did bone marrow transplants and everything. And I wrote the song about it, and I kind of get vulnerable in that song.
Yeah.
So I think that's the stuff I can kind of touch on.
Right.
When it comes more to me like being suicidal and shit, I don't know. But maybe I'm playing around with it. I don't know.
Yeah, the whole On Death EP was about you know, my cousin dying in a fucking car accident or whatever, and that's kind of like my my thing that turned my life, I guess, a little bit, and that's like the moment that I just kind of like, it's hard for me to write about sometimes, you know. So I get where you're coming from, but
yeah. But being vulnerable makes the best music. You are correct on that. I think.
It is, dude.
No,
vocals, drums, bass, riffs. He's got to.
Yeah.
When you're just vulnerable and you just like, oh, well, this is who I am, and then you write that.
Yeah.
People just connect to it.
I mean, it's easy to connect to some. You know what I mean? So someone being vulnerable, you're not going to make fun of them. You know what I mean? So it's like if you're being a genuinely like,
well,
hey
you'd
man,
hope not. Shit.
Well, I mean, people are going to regardless because people are just fucking brutal sometimes. But you know, I just feel like, you know, you can't deny passion. You know what I mean?
You can't.
I wanted to ask you too, like, how do you get inspiration to write the riffs you write? Because they're fucking sick, and I've always wondered, like, do they just come to you, or do you listen to other stuff?
Yeah, where do you go?
Yeah,
I want to know
I'm
too.
curious.
Where do you mentally go when you're writing?
Fan of the band for so long, I'm curious.
That's always kind of fascinating to me about as far as like riffs and songs, because when you're not a singer or a vocalist, you can't put words to it.
Right.
So I feel like without going too like, I don't want to sound too like spiritual or weird, but you kind of
No, let it flow. Let it flow.
I go back to being like a kid, like writing like those EP songs, and like obviously like go into like the cleansing and start our career. It's like you take emotions and you turn those into sound somehow.
Yeah.
So basically, like
It's the feel, dude.
It is.
Yeah.
And once Mitch joined the band, like that was really like, okay, this is gonna go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because
he's special, man.
he sang over those riffs.
Yeah.
And I know where those came from, and like so we basically put our two souls into fucking one band.
Yeah.
Like I was playing stuff back then that wasn't being played. Like it was just low tune riffs, and then like when you get older, you kind of pinpoint. Oh, I mean, drop A. That's just it's who I am.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the sound I have in my body.
For sure.
Like so when you hit a breakdown, which I always say, like you could play something that sounds heavy, but doesn't feel heavy, and it's missing that something.
Yeah.
But you could play something that doesn't sound too heavy, but it feels that way, so it comes off that way to like people that hear it.
Right.
It's so weird. Like if you play something a certain way, like what you're feeling, it's what I was. It's who I am.
For sure.
It's the sound I have in my body. I put that onto basically like you play it. It goes through the strings, goes through the pickup, and like basically our microphone is the speakers.
Yeah.
It's like whatever you're trying to say, because I can't put it into words, I could put it into sounds.
I respect the fuck out of that dude.
And boom, it's
That's
people.
badass.
I got real lost in him talking just now. I was like, fuck, this is so sick.
Yeah, I'm kind of just
No, dude, that's just honestly, bro.
It,
It's
like,
just because,
resonates.
well, because you're talking about dragging the EP and the cleansing and shit. I was like, fuck, I fucking love that shit. And it was just like, just getting to
Dude.
be like in your mind for a little second while you were
Yeah.
talking about fucking doing that shit is so fucking cool to me, dude.
That's an album that shaped deathcore forever.
Dude, forever. Dude. Oh.
And metal.
Thanks, dude.
Metal in
Dude.
general. Like
Yeah,
not just
man.
just deathcore. It was bigger than deathcore. It was metal
Yeah, bro.
as a whole. Metal and heavy music.
Yeah, y'all
That
changed. Y'all
album,
changed the face of that
that
shit for
changed
sure.
the game, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Game. Yeah, dude. Just fucking even the video product, like everything. I remember
Everything.
that.
It was.
Yes.
It was
We respect
a
you,
whole,
dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
Very much.
I respect you guys, man.
Thanks, man.
And it's just cool to like and obviously like you get older and you could like kind of process things. Oh, I mean, maybe like this is why things turn out that way. Maybe this is what people like connected to. But it's why I'm so afraid of. What I am afraid of this second wave of deathcore and the heavy genres. I don't want it. I want this to get big so bad because of what happened to us and like bands I won't name, but you probably already know what I'm talking about. It's only a handful of like the ones that really are still doing it that are older. But I had a friend give me this analogy, and it's true. Like it's basically like a barrel full of crabs, where crabs can get out of the barrel, but they can't because a crab will pull them back down.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I
And
getcha.
like, and
Yeah.
back in the day, there's this ego thing, and we're just as guilty of it. I mean, just recently, I approached my ego. Like, bands wouldn't play over this band, and the managers got involved. And when you get a certain amount of success, like something happens to you, and it took me fucking years to recover from, and I just don't want to see it happen to like a Lorna. To be,
Right.
I'll say the band name out loud, Lorna Shore.
For sure.
I'm just so fucking worried, like who's in their ear.
Yeah.
Who's don't play with Suicide Silence because you're this band. But that's all it takes to
I feel you,
to
though.
fucking ruin our culture and our genre.
Yeah.
And I want to see the genre. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Thrive, dude.
I want to see it thrive. I want to see everybody come up
Yeah.
under. And I don't care how it happens. I don't care what band does it. I don't give a fuck if it's us or if
Yeah.
it's them or if it's someone else. You guys, I don't
Yeah.
care. Like let's bring it all up. I don't want to see us make the same mistakes
For sure.
we made 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're just now recovering from it, and it has nothing to do with us. It has everything to you guys.
Yeah.
The new bands are coming up and fucking killing the genre, like making great songs and records now. I'm like, okay, we got a second chance. Let's not fuck this up again, because I don't want it to be like, because by the time we tour with this band, it's already too late. Like that magical time, it's gone.
Yeah.
And I just hopefully it doesn't happen again, you know.
Yeah.
Division.
I
want the division.
I hope it doesn't either. I feel
Same.
you on that, dude. I feel like it won't, because like I said, I'm just a positive person.
Yeah.
I like
You
to
also know
manifest
those
it.
guys too, so you know what kind of people
you know what
they
I mean.
are,
Like
you know,
I mean,
like-
yeah,
Great
yeah,
guys.
they just
Great guys,
they just toured with them. You know what I mean? Like it's
But
just like I
things
love them.
change behind the scenes.
I was just about to
behind
say
the
that.
walls, dude.
I don't know what
Other people
happens
in your
behind the
ears.
walls and
Yeah.
shit, but with Lorna, but like I definitely, you know, I would love for them to have to break away and just have that like fucking, you know what I
Yo,
mean?
they were playing Lolla. I think they're playing. I saw Lolla.
Lollapalooza.
What the hell?
Sick.
Yeah,
That's great.
crazy.
It's
No,
great.
I mean the fact that you even just said that is huge if you really break it down. Like the growth from that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Being like I could look at myself, I call myself out for maybe getting an ego at a time, or you know, for whatever doing this and this and that. That's pretty big, man. That self reflection is really hard,
It's very
and that's
hard.
huge
sucks,
that you're able
yeah.
to do that. And I think that's a testament to you guys being able to keep doing this,
Yeah.
staying humble, staying. I mean,
Don't
you,
let the ego wrap you up and take you down.
you guys.
Fuck you up, dude.
Yo,
it
dude,
will. It'll
you
fucking
guys-
check your ass quick as
You
fuck.
have to.
You guys have played some of the biggest shows of any band ever in this genre, right?
Yeah.
You played in front of how many fucking people?
Yeah. What's the biggest show you played?
I don't know. It's like one of those like European festivals, like the 30,000 plus
Oh my god, bro! Could
kind
you?
of
Dude,
festivals.
he just says it so nonchalant.
Oh, yeah, 30
yeah,
I-
like 30,000 plus.
30,000 people. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I just would get up there and probably pass out.
Oh my
Fucking
goodness.
You don't see
anxiety
the end of
thinking
the.
about it,
I feel
dude.
like with 30,000 people, you don't see the end of the people.
You don't.
You don't,
It's
dude.
a fucking sea.
It's a fucking just.
Yeah, my buddy Zach, he plays in the Ghost Inside, right? You remember the Ghost
Yeah.
Inside?
Zach's awesome.
I love Zach, dude.
Yeah.
I love all those dudes. They're all so cool. But they just played this festival in Europe. I forget the name of it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he posted a photo of it, and dude, there's so many people. Like I made this analogy. My wife thought it was funny. You know when you're cooking like ground beef in the pan?
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're cooking ground beef in the pan, and you see little ridges, but it's all just nothing specific.
Yeah.
You know,
Just a
the
clump.
crowd looked like that. It was
Yeah.
so many vast people that it
Didn't
looked
y'all
like a,
didn't y'all play a European festival recently?
I think that the fest you're talking about
Hellfest?
is with Full Force.
Full
And-
Force.
And we played that as one.
yeah,
Of
guys
the
because I
played
saw
that too?
because I was about to say I saw pictures
Fuck.
that y'all posted that I was like, holy shit.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, fuck me, dude.
That's insane.
Hellfest was fucked up, dude. They gave us like the same time slot as Metallica. And
Oh my,
it was fucked up.
dude.
It was fucked up.
I would have been like, I need to talk to somebody.
And we did. But that was our time slot, and we were all so worried. I
Who was
wasn't-
in charge of that? What an asshole!
He's like, yeah, Suicide Sound's going. You're gonna go at the same time Metallica does, dude. Fuck
We
you.
were so fucking pissed,
What
dude.
the fuck?
Some band members were maybe complaining about it more than others, and I won't name his name. But it was the singer.
Yo, understandably so, bro. I'm not
It's
trying to.
always
Compete.
I would
singer.
be pissed too, though.
Bro,
just to be
I ain't
honest,
trying
dude.
to compete with fucking Enter Sandman.
Hell
Fuck that.
No, dude.
fucking no. That's
But-
like the #1 song ever still
I
on the
know.
fucking charts, dude. Like, that is crazy how
Could
big
you imagine trying to
Metallica is.
compete with that?
There's no
Hi-
way you
hi,
can. There
everybody.
is no
Can't.
competition, especially
And
if
you
you're
just
in
hear-
this genre.
You just hear
Fuck no.
Metallica killing it on the. And you're like, "Hi, everybody." Yeah, go ahead. It's okay.
Honestly,
get
I would
it.
get on the
get
mic
it.
and be like, "Yo, guys, I know Metallica's playing right now. You guys can go, and it won't hurt my feelings."
Yeah, right. Fucking
Because
A.
I would fucking go too if I wasn't getting paid to be here.
It was like a fucking dream that they took away. Oh, we're playing Metallica. Then we found our slot. Like, talk about like your dream ripped away like instantly.
Dude.
I just don't know if I could concentrate on stage.
Yeah.
I've never seen Metallica.
Dude,
ever.
me-
Oh my goodness.
Me neither.
I'm not.
I haven't
I will
either.
say this: I'm not the biggest fan of Metallica, right?
But I want to see it live.
But I want to see them live
Yeah.
so bad.
Dead ass.
Because I
Yeah.
heard it's amazing and it'll change you.
Wow.
So
Dude.
I would be like on stage being like,
I feel like, hey
Yeah.
guys, can we
Watching.
like cut the set
Yo, let's
short
play
so I can
two
go
songs.
check so I can watch Metallica?
Dude, but you know what, dude? Like, the expectation was so low. It ended up being one of the best shows we had in a long
shit.
time. We all like, you can't plan these fucking days. It's when when we're on stage, you just all connect.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yes.
that was one of those days where like we're on it right
You're
now.
just in the pocket.
We're in the pocket.
Yeah.
We were so lucky that like it was like videotaped and streamed, and it's getting a ton of fucking hits right now.
Oh yeah, I was watching it.
And like we were so like,
fuck, I must have missed that. I didn't even watch that shit. I think I was on tour during it.
things you can't even plan that shit. And like I just can't believe like how great it was, and like us getting ready, and you hear Enter Sandman playing over across the fields.
Oh my god!
And then
that's wild.
and
Yo,
then
that's
we
a
get-
badass memory though.
Yeah,
Oh,
honestly,
the memory is so fucking cool. And then we're done, and we're fucking driving back to our dressing room. Then it's the end of the festival.
Yeah.
It's Sunday, so the festival's over.
Yeah.
So like we're done at the same time. They start lighting these fucking fireworks, dude. It's just beautiful. I mean,
I saw
That's
that.
You're
crazy.
talking talking fireworks. Dude. I've never seen
Yeah.
that in my fucking life.
They're just going
They're just going
crazy.
crazy. It won't stop.
That's sick as
I was
fuck.
like, it was such a beautiful fucking moment and
Yeah.
memory. Like, okay, I know. Which I say this a lot to my band. Like, I don't know shit, dude. Like, sometimes I'm like, this is not gonna work, and it fucking works.
Right.
That moment, like, none of us know shit, dude. We're like, it's like, what's the show gonna do for us, dude? And
Yeah.
it's done so much for us.
Dead
That's
ass.
fucking rad,
Yeah,
dude.
It was a
that's
fucking blessing,
super
dude.
Sick,
Oh
dude.
my god,
So cool.
I love
I just
that.
can't imagine like, that'd be so crazy.
So
God,
fucking
I couldn't
cool.
either. Like trying to put myself in that moment is impossible.
fucking
I'm just
dope.
like, fuck, that's wild.
This last tour that we just did, right? Like the first show had I think 1,578 or 80 people. 1,500,
Nice.
right? It's a good show.
It's fat.
I was nervous and I had anxiety for 2 weeks before the show. For that amount of people, bro. And
I mean, yeah.
I've played in front of 4 or 5 times that before, right? Back in Europe and Suffocate.
Yeah.
We did a Heaven Shall Burn Unearth fucking tour.
Nice.
It was massive, right? But I got fucking chills and I got so nervous before this first show and these other shows because I haven't played in front of that many people in forever.
For sure.
Yeah.
And this guy's over here playing in front of that many people.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Oh my God.
That's so
my
fucked.
God.
Yeah.
It was
I couldn't
insane.
even imagine it,
You
bro.
deserve that
It was
shit.
insane,
though.
dude.
100% they deserve it, yeah.
that
Thank
shit.
you.
I could not imagine it.
I won't go into the story because that's a whole other podcast. But man, we've been through some shit the past few years. Like just, I mean, we're kind of, even if we didn't want to be humble, we were forced to be humble.
For
I mean,
sure.
Fucking,
Sometimes that happens though, and,
It happens,
and the
dude.
result ends up being. I mean, look at you guys now, dude. You're doing
we're
fucking great.
we're playing shows we never imagined.
Coming back
There you
up,
go.
Play. It's
Bro.
crazy, dude.
Motherfuckers like, I'm fucking still here, pussy.
Yo, real talk. One of the biggest reasons I was excited to do this podcast was to look at that Fender over there. So the whole time we're talking, I'm checking that fucking thing out. Look at that, dude.
That thing is me, dude.
7-string.
Made in Corona,
Amazing.
California, which is where I'm born and raised.
Yep,
That's
there
so
you go.
sick.
Amazing.
So my connection to that brand goes fucking super deep,
Yo,
dude.
what was that
Sexy.
like when you started working with them? That must have been monumental.
Oh, it's
It's fucking Fender.
It was insane. It's kind of one of those things where like Suicide Silence is, I mean, this guy love hate, but we're a band that takes massive risks,
Right.
and some stick. And oh my god, fucking cleansing! Wow, it's so great. I'm like, dude, like doing that record was like
Scary.
risk after risk. Nothing felt right. I'm like, cause
really?
It has been done before,
Right.
We recorded live stuff like that. Okay, that hits. You do like a self-titled that fucking bombs, or like you do this, but like with Fender, like. I did one of those, like, I burned my bridges. I left the company I was with. I didn't care about free shit anymore. I don't care about signature guitars. I don't give a fuck anything. I don't care about having 20 guitars behind. I want one, and that's fucking it.
Yeah.
And it took me years of talking to him. And I kind of let it up to faith. I'm like, I'm going to go for this. I don't care how long it takes. I want that guitar. That's it.
Sick.
Dude, yeah, because they don't make 7s, bro.
No, it took me a
That's so
while.
fucking
so
awesome.
sick, dude.
They don't make 7s.
They don't.
That is so
It's kind of weird that I have it. I mean, to be honest. It's like,
That's
so
I
sick,
can't-
though.
I
You
can't
fucking deserve the
believe it.
fuck out of that thing.
You
I think it's so
definitely do.
badass.
Thank you.
sure.
I am lucky.
I remember
Very
talking to
lucky.
the guys in my band, actually. I'm like, yo, bro, I want to check out that 7-string right over there. You know, about how cool it is. I grew up in Fullerton, and the Fender Museum is in Fullerton.
I know, yeah, that's right. You're in Fullerton.
So I played guitar in high school for 4 years.
wow.
I'm shitty now. I'm terrible. I forgot it all. It's fucking crazy. I attribute that to the 12 concussions I had in a year.
Yeah.
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Yes. Oh yes. But I can still fuck around on a little bit. But like, I have so much respect for guitar players in this genre specifically too.
Dude,
Like, it's so hard to write this kind of music and not have it sound like anybody else. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
true.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
and I
Very
mean, I guess
true.
the same could be said about vocalists and lyrics and everything else. Like, I've found other artists that we write very similar, and we don't even know each other. But like guitar
Wow.
players, dude, like, even though I listen to drums first and then vocals, guitars make the song. They push and drive the song, right? So
the melody.
the fact that you guys are able to write stuff that is original and unique is fucking amazing. It's so mind blowing to me because I've never been able to do that. right? Other than lyrics or whatever. And like I said, a lot of lyricists write the same, especially in this genre, write the same types of things because it fits the music so well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And we don't do it on purpose or anything else
The
like that.
copy-paste method.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But like the guitar is monumental to deathcore. It's huge to deathcore,
It is.
man. It's huge to metal in general and rock and everything else. I mean, like, fucking Paul McCartney recorded the first feedback on purpose
So good.
of anybody else.
So wild.
The engineer
That's
wanted
wild.
to take it out, and he said, "No, I'm going to leave it." I forget what song it was on now, but like that's huge.
Yeah.
Think of how that shaped music in general. Jimi Hendrix feedback.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Everybody else, even today in our music now. So I have the biggest respect for guitar players. Used to want to be like Stevie Ray Vaughan when I was younger, but like I fucking, as soon as we walked in, that was the first thing I saw. I
Wow.
looked in there and I was like, yo, let me see that Fender.
Mine was
It's
the
crazy,
corn
man.
picture.
Well, I didn't know the corn picture was there until you fucking
I
told
looked
me.
at the corn shit and I was like, God, yeah.
Oh
That's
my
good.
goodness.
I'm such a corn stan, bro. We all are. Honestly, my whole band literally loves corn, dude. Like all of
My
us.
favorite band.
So good.
I think it shows in your music too, for sure, that you like corn.
Oh, all of our leads.
Same
and
with
shit
you
are
guys,
just
obviously.
very weird.
Okay, so I want to wrap up the podcast, but I want to wrap it up with so you guys really lean into like the new metal stuff. I went on your IG page and it says newcore.
Yeah.
Is that like a recent thing, or is that like something that you guys coined, or does someone else coin it?
I haven't seen anybody else do it. We just kind of did it because it felt right. You know what I mean? Because
Sick.
it was at first we were like a new deathcore band, and then it just like death. We have deathcore aspects about us, but I just don't think we're a deathcore band. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we have a lot of deathcore like tendencies.
Yeah.
But as a encompassing sound, I don't think that we're like a deathcore. We are like a core band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're like metalcore, hardcore, deathcore, kind of like feeling at different times. Like every song changes 1,000 times. I feel like.
Interesting.
But it's all very new metal driven. You know what I mean? Like we have like the weird synths and the weird leads and like the fucking like hip hoppy fucking like vocal delivery and shit or whatever. Like kind of throughout our music as a theme. So
Your
we're kind
cadence.
of so we kind of just kind of coined the whole new core like feel like because that's just what we are. We're like a core band with like new metal tendencies. So we're just a new core band.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the vibes I got the first time I heard you.
A lot of people like point out the Korn influence or whatever because of the leads that they write.
Yep, I
it's
love
very
it.
like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like very
Gets me-
just,
I'm like, oh fuck.
yeah,
shit,
dude, yeah, just
My God.
yeah, dude.
I love that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
you get it, dude. It just I feel like those little leads like speak to your soul,
They
bro.
do,
They're
man.
just
They-
like
they
they're
fucking
just,
cut.
Yeah, dude.
They cut,
and
dude.
and honestly, like the stuff that we recorded out here, the LP that we just tracked or whatever, we leaned very hard into that. So.
I hear it, but most importantly, you feel it.
Yeah, bro.
That's cool.
Well, that's just what it's about, bro. Music is emotion, man.
It is.
If you don't feel it, there's no point in you doing it.
Damn. talk about a closer. Dude.
Yeah.
Woo! Drop the mic and throw it.
Bam, done.
This is like $400.
Oh my
Shit,
gosh,
right?
dude.
Fucking A.
Holy shit. Well, I want to call this podcast the heaviest podcast of all time. So it's an honor to you guys made it happen. I gotta credit you, Ricky. This is your idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
To have this is like the first like collab where it's 3 different bands on the same conversation.
Very cool.
So fucking cool, man.
Very cool.
And then that was all you, motherfucker. I was like, damn.
I don't. Yeah, man. I like to do fun stuff with my friends. So
too, man.
I was like, yo, Taylor, you wanted to, because you were like wanted to do Taylor's, and I was like, let's just do it together and just have a cool
Yeah.
chill session. Taylor's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Garza's a cool cat.
All about the vibes, dude.
I think I'm a cool cat. Let's do it.
Love you guys, man.
Dude,
Love you too, brother. Love you
Dude,
too.
I'm gonna make this shit 2 parts. It's gonna come out this Monday and next Monday.
Cool.
Yeah, because we went pretty long. It was good. It's a
Oh,
good
I was about
one.
to say, yeah, fuck, how long did we go?
Over 2 hours. Easy.
Holy shit! Sorry,
Easy.
listeners, but it's
just getting the hang,
All right,
you know?
first, Taylor, where can people find you?
We're on all social media, Left to Suffer, pretty much on anything. There's no anything else. Just at Left to Suffer. I'm also Taylor Suffers on all social media platforms.
Instagram, TikTok, the whole 9.
The whole 9 yards.
Cool.
same with OV SULFUR. We got Instagram. I have a personal one. I am Ricky Hoover. I got a TikTok. I am Ricky Hoover. Spotify, YouTube, all of the streaming platforms, Apple Music, all that stuff.
If you aren't catching me and Ricky playing songs together for these 3 days, you guys missed out.
Yes.
Next 3 days, do Tonight Train Action. Me and Zach the Kid are going.
Sick.
And we're gonna.
Time to throw down, baby.
I'm ready to feel it, dude.
For some gutturals, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready,
some
dude.
motherfucking.
I'm really glad I'm not going. I'm glad I'm really early before you because
Shut the fuck up.
I'll just say that, bro. I'll say no. I'm saying it.
Oh man.
Stop being positive, dude.
Fucking,
Stop.
no more.
more.
I love you guys.
No more.
Hell yeah,
You guys
brother.
rock.
Me
Heaviest
too, bro.
podcast of all time. Part 1 next week coming next week. So everyone, appreciate it, love it. Later.